Hello YouTube. I wanna show you guys my modest PS4 collection. My PS4 games. The Evil Within Limited Edition. It's a very early on title game. A little bit poor performance, but it's still an enjoyable game. The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, good gameplay, but poo-poo story, if you ask me. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Haven't really played this one a lot, so I primarily bought it because it had PS4 Pro upgrades early on in the PS4 Pro's life cycle. That's why I bought the game. Life is Strange Limited Edition. I really enjoyed this game. It was a very nice, very cool story with the time rewinding and yeah, multiple choice stuff. It was a cool story, cool game. I liked it. And BioShock, the collection, is one of my favorite games. Especially the first one is my favorite. I'm still planning on playing the third one also on this remaster. Okay, next up we have Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. And I haven't played this game. It looks nice. I've seen the reviews and looks like it has a cool graphical art choice, so might play it someday. And then I have The Last Guardian. I have a spare copy. It's Steelbook edition. Oh, actually I have both. I have this game twice, so it was really cheap. I saw it in a media market here in Belgium and it was really cheap, so I bought a second one and I kept it sealed. And then yeah, but it wasn't really for me, this game, so yeah, I have two copies of a game I didn't really enjoy, so okay, it's kind of silly. The Witcher Wild Hunt. Yeah, very nice, but I believe you have the complete edition, or the, what's it called, Game of the Year edition. Sonic Mania, really cool game for the PlayStation 4 and for the Switch and whatever other consoles. Really cool throwback to the old, like it plays like the old Sonic games on the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. And then next up we have Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. A really cool game. I wanted to pick it up on a physical. I wanted to have the physical copy. I always prefer to have the game on a disc anyway, so I'm always looking out whenever there's a... Well, this is not really an indie game. Whenever there's an indie game, I always try to purchase the physical copy. Well, not that I have a huge collection, but I have a couple of indie games, I think, like Shovel Knight. Let's see. Last Guardian, we already had. One of my favorite games of this generation is the Resident Evil 2 remake. I have this really cool Steelbook edition. It's a really awesome game. And the Resident Evil Origins collection, which is the remaster of the first Resident Evil, and I believe Resident Evil 0. Haven't played the Resident Evil 0 one though. And then we have Resident Evil 7, really awesome game. Really cool, really creepy, and really atmospherical. A lot of atmosphere. Resident Evil 4 remake. Well, not really a remake, but an HD version of the game. So have played it for I've played it maybe half an hour, but it's nice to have because it's one of my favorite games of all time. And Resident Evil 5 upgraded version for the PS4 generation consoles. What's it? That's 7th gen or 8th gen consoles. Excuse my English accent there. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. I have played a bit of Borderlands 2, and I wasn't really my thing, but I enjoyed the game at least for maybe an hour or 5, till it got a little bit too hectic. So next up is the Metro Redux. It's a remaster of the first two Metro games. Really early on in the PS4 life cycle game this was. And Until Dawn, one of my favorite games of the PS4. Really cool horror. Yeah, what's the correct genre? I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a story-driven horror game. Next up is Battlefield 1. It's nice. Has a cool. Haven't played a whole lot of the multiplayer, but it's cool. Some great visuals at the time also. But I guess I'm getting a little bit too old for those hectic multiplayers. And I have here Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, which is like a remaster, or I don't know, I think it's like 1440p version of the game. No 60 frames per second, but you get a pretty much a locked 30 frames per second, so that's cool. Also a really cool game of the, the 7th gen generation consoles. Evolve. Don't know why I have this game, because I'd be surprised if the servers are even still up and running today. So yeah, I bought this at a garage sale for like €1 or so. So I also bought this game back then at the same garage sale. And it must be a good game, but I thought the graphics were a little bit outdated when I played this a few years ago. And also very early on PS4 life cycle game. Next up is my all-time favorite game, Darkchild. Well, actually I just bought this game because it's one of those titles that might become rare in the future. It's released only in Spain because the developer they won some kind of a competition, and then Sony I don't know exactly the exact backstory, but there's only very few limited. It's only got released in Spain, I believe, in 2015 or so. So it's gonna be maybe a rare game in the future. So who knows? It was actually still very cheap. So and Heavy Rain collection. Have not. I must admit, I've not played these games on PlayStation 4, so I don't know how they perform. Oh no, I've played Beyond Two Souls, but I didn't really enjoy it, so might play Heavy Rain someday again. And Wolfenstein the Old Blood. That's a gift from a friend, and I played it for a couple of hours, but I don't know, I guess lost interest. Journey Collector's Edition. I only have played Journey, so it was a really, really cool game. And it was also one of those games I wanted to have on a physical copy, a physical version of the game. Shadow of the Colossus, also amazing remake from the guys. Forget the name of the studio, but they recently did the Demon Souls remake for the PlayStation 5. It's the only game I have for the new console. Next up is Fallout 4. Was definitely not as good as Fallout 3, but was still quite enjoyable. And here's Nier Automata. It's a really arty-farty, quirky Japanese shoot-'em-up fighter game sort of thing. And a lot of people really love this game, but I played it one time. I played through the whole game one time, and it wasn't just wasn't for me, this game. Yeah, the Life is Strange copy. Last of Us Remastered. Really, really cool game. A lot better if you than the second one, if you ask me. The story is really unique. They kind of messed it up big time for the second one, so just skip the second one and play this one. God of War, also really a must-have for the system. God of War Reboot. Okay, next up is the Souls games, and not really a Souls veteran, so I've played Bloodborne, but I haven't finished it. But I really loved it. So I started playing Dark Souls Remastered, and I didn't finish it. So, but this one's quite old though. They upgraded to 4K resolution, and they made it 60 frames per second. But you can really see that the game is clearly PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era type of game. So also Dark Souls 3, I just never finished this game, but must be an awesome game. The only Souls game I recently finished is the Demon Souls remake for the PlayStation 5, which is really pretty on a new console. And not as difficult, if you ask my opinion, in my opinion, as Bloodborne or Dark Souls. Next up is Shenmue 1 and 2, I guess remastered. Must admit, I still haven't played this game. And then we have LA Noire, which is also a remaster. and it's really atmospheric, 50s film noir kind of style. But yeah, it's cool. Very cool game. Kind of slow gameplay though, but it's cool puzzles in the game. Cool and facial animations also. Next up is A Plague Tale: Innocence. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really enjoy this game. It had a few cool moments, but I don't know. I don't know why, but it's just sort of mixed feelings with this game. It's visually kind of pretty at times, but it's one of those smaller indie. Well, I don't know if it's really indie, but smaller studio games. Call of Duty: Modern Warfare Remastered, and I haven't played this one, but I was a huge fan of the original, so it's always nice to have. And then the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, really cool remakes of the original trilogy. Next up is Shovel Knight, really cool 8-bit style type of game, sort of indie game, I guess. Yeah, it's a really small studio, so. And then we have Skyrim Special Edition, which runs now at 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5, so it's a dream to play it on the new consoles. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I didn't like this game. I don't know why, but just didn't appeal to me that much, so stopped playing it. And my most recent pickup is the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remaster, which is really awesome. If you've played the older games back in the day, it's really a lot of nostalgia, and yeah, a remake done well. It's really highly recommended. So yeah, that was my PlayStation 4 collection. So yeah, if anybody watches this video, thanks, and if anybody enjoys it, that's even if anybody enjoyed it, that's even more awesome, because it's my first kind of collection video I'm making for YouTube. So excuse my dodgy camera work. So alright guys, thank you, and bye bye.